I knew it. Are we on? We're recording?
If someone asks me what it's like to record with Will Putney again, I'm going to have a fucking meltdown.
No, but seriously, what is it like to record? Yeah, that's the thing we talked about when we first got into it.
Kenny and I just take his car, fucking...
You see so many people that ask the same questions every interview, being like, surely that can't be fun for anyone doing it.
Yeah.
The worst interview we ever had, we were on Warped, and this girl was interviewing us, and like she was calling us the wrong name, and being like, so...
Counterparts.
No, it was like just another band name. And she's like, oh, like, so this is your third Warped Tour, and I'm like, no, like this is our first one, and it like got really awkward, and then at the end of it I was just like, maybe don't post that one, you know?
Did it go up?
No, never ever saw it, but it was just like crazy shit, like just like the worst stuff. Just
do you reckon that's on her, or is that whoever's just like she works for whatever company? This is like, oh, you're up here, that's what you're doing next.
I don't know, and like to be fair, it's like not to be mean, but it's like I think she's like kind of nervous or whatever. Like she was.
You're very handsome.
She was younger. Oh, thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah, like I don't know if it was just like and then again, like Warped Tour, it's like you just being there sucks. So it's like I get it. She's probably just like, who are you again? Like, you know what I mean? But it's fuck it, whatever.
Yeah. Plus these people get thrown into like, you know, I want to do this music journalism thing, and they do it. Yep. We had one recently. I won't say the band and I won't say the radio station, but it was a very big band. And the radio station actually thought that the girl that was with them doing PR was a member of the band.
Name and shame.
No, dude, we can't. What? No.
Honestly, at least that's better than like a woman being in the band and being like, so whose girlfriend are you?
Oh,
you know, that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. Just the horror stories of that. Like I can't imagine.
I would hate to be on the receiving end of someone saying that to Courtney from Spirit Box.
Or like Emma from Dying Wish.
Yep.
Like she's like, it happens all the time. Like every tour I do.
That's
like
fucked.
So like security will let all the guys go in, and then she walks up and they're like, whoa, like which one of these dicks gave you the pass? And it's just like, dude, like fuck off. Like come on. We can at least police it ourselves like a little bit. You know, and it's like if someone has a limb in it, they're probably allowed to be there. But it
still happens.
Yeah, all the time.
Now look, anyone who knows you knows that you're not shy of saying exactly how you feel or what you're thinking at any time. So
to a fault.
Yeah, what do you think about Johnny's shirt?
Is it too loud?
Did you get it from Dan Flash's? I fuck with the shirt.
Cool.
What is it?
It's a Wrangler shirt, but I don't know what the things are. I don't know.
So the reason I asked is Johnny came out in 2 shirts when we left and said, which one should I wear? And I chose that one for him.
Yeah. And he's a fashion guy.
What was the other one?
It was black with like...
barbed wire.
No, it was chains. It wasn't barbed wire, dude. Fucking... All right.
Yeah, you gotta rock the barbed wire to the metal show. You know what I mean? I like your shirt.
Thanks, man. It's got a lot of flow, a lot of air, and I'm a little bit portly, so it keeps the sweat away.
Yeah, even my shirt right now, it's sticking to me. It's
so my question outside in the heat.
Yeah, exactly. So my question was going to be, what is the worst thing that's ever happened to you being in the band? Like fan, like gig experience, let it fly. If you got a couple, just fucking go for it.
This tour.
We'll make sure this goes live
right now.
delete this. Start over. No, but seriously, but like, I think the one that we always reference is we were here. We did like not like a world tour, but it was like we did Australia, Japan, and Southeast Asia with Straight from the Path. And we had 3 days off. It's like we did, I think it was, I can't remember, like I want to say it was Australia first, then Southeast Asia, then Japan. So in between, like Australia and Japan, it's like, we have 3 days off. So it's like, we'll just play the Philippines, Jakarta, and Singapore. The shows were insane, like amazing.
That's it.
Like at that point, it was like those were the biggest shows we had ever like had for like headlining. You know what I mean? It was all good. Everybody was great, but I think the person that brought us over like didn't get bags for like the tour, or whatever, and like the way it works, like I don't know if it's like a Jetstar thing or like whatever. We get like, so every day it's like, you know, we leave wherever it was, either Japan, Australia, like it was bookended by Australia and Japan. And then it was like, okay, we fly to the Philippines, we land, we go to the hotel, we all get a 2-hour nap, then we go to the venue, play a show, go back to the hotel and shower, then we go to the airport. And it was that every single day. And when we tried to fly to Indonesia, I think it was, the airline was just like, oh, you didn't like pre-book your bags, so like you guys don't get to, you can't have any checked bags. And we're like, oh, like we'll pay for it now. And they're like, you can't. Like
Really?
you just like,
As in, they wouldn't let you.
yeah, like they were just like, no, like it, like you have to pre-book it. And then so we go to the dude and we're like, yo, like they're saying we can't put our bags on the flight. And he's like, I don't know. And then so either way, we got Tom Williams, like our manager now, which is crazy. He's trying to bribe the dude. Like the guy's like, yeah, it's not going to happen. They can't come on the flight. And he's like, how much do we have to pay you to put them on the flight? And he's like, they can't come on, like the airline won't allow it. And he's like, no, how much to pay you to put them on the flight? And the guy's like, I don't understand what you mean. And it's like,
Trying not to use the
subtle do I
bribery
have to
word.
be?
yeah. And I'm like, we're just looking at him and we're like, all right. And then so they say it can't happen. So our response to that was right in front of all the like the check-in booths and stuff. We just laid our gear down and just like we all just laid on top of our gear, and we're just like, all right, we're staying here then, I guess. Like we're just staying in the Philippines. And then we were there for long enough to where eventually the same guy came out and was just like, give me
Why didn't you offer me a
like,
bribe?
yeah, straight up, yeah, just shows up and he's just like, we could have worked this out on our own. No, but he just shows up and he's like, give us $1,000 and you can get all your stuff on the plane. Or like, no, not even that much. I think it was like $500 or something, like something crazy, like cheap. And we're just like, dude,
This is what we're trying to solve that.
Thank you. Like finally, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But that was probably the I mean, I know I big it up on Twitter and like I'm a drama queen and shit, but at many points in our career, I like have my little hissies. But at that point, I was just like, I don't know what to do, and I just laid down.
It's also so out of your hands.
And it worked. And it worked.
Yeah, that kids, if anything's going wrong, just lay down.
That's it.
And don't deal with it.
It's
That's
just
it.
like going
That's
back to
someone else's.
basics. Like that's 2-year-old shit, man. Like,
Straight up,
yeah.
oh, I want this toy. My mom says no. I'm in Toys R Us.
Yeah.
I fall on the floor.
Fall on the ground.
That's
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
it. That's it. But
I know she's not going to smack me because it's going to be like a big spectacle.
Right?
Yeah.
And I mean, it probably helped that there was like, it was us and Stray and this band Exhibitors from Singapore. So it's like, I don't know, like it's like 15 grown men just laying on the floor, and it's like,
Covered in tattoos, not looking particularly
like
happy.
literally
Yeah.
half asleep. Like I'm sitting there, like, you know, just laying down, like tapping my foot, like being like, it's gonna be the big one. And it's like, it's probably the scariest image to see if you work for an airline. But you know, it all worked out surprisingly. But then I think the next day we were like, okay, just to be sure, you have to call the airline and
Pre-book.
pre-check our bags. And homeboy was like, yeah, we got it, it's all good, don't worry about it. Like, we got the pre-check stuff. Then we get to the airport and go up to the desk and we just hear him go, I didn't pre-book the bags. And we're like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Like, after he was with us the whole time. It's like, did you like watching all
We've been through this.
you're the guardian here. It's like you've taken the responsibility of watching us, and you got to watch 15 grown men have a hissy fit. It's
I
like,
think he knows you real well, and he was just waiting to just get you past that tipping point.
at least if that was the point, like if he let it go on for the one day and he's like, gotcha, I'd be like, shit, like that.
Very good.
I'd be like, oh
Yeah,
man,
you
that's
did
good.
better.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, like I got punked, whatever, that's sick. But that's probably the worst. And then what was it? We did Euro summer festivals, and we did 2 fests in one day. And at the second fest, I fainted.
Oh.
So that kind of sucked. I like,
Dehydration?
yeah, like it was like heat stroke, but like, and not like a ooh, like faint, but
Drama
like
queen
it was after, exactly, which is like, I mean, you know, I didn't have my money on that it was going to be a normal faint and not one of those, but after the set, it was like we were like loading out, waiting for the shuttle to like come get our gear and like move us and stuff, and we had a big like 5150 like amp case, and I just sat on it like this, and then I fell asleep, and I wasn't awake, but everybody else said they were like shaking me and I just wouldn't wake up.
Oh shit.
And then I woke up to medics with like flashlights in my eyes being like, you know, and then they got mad at me because I said I drank a bunch of Sprite. I was like, yeah, all I've put in my body today is that, like, I had a bottle of Jameson. I was like, that much Jameson and Sprite. And they were like, you had Sprite? You drank Sprite? And I was like, one of them's literally poison and the other one rocks. Like, you're mad at me about that? But, yeah.
You didn't know they were actually sponsored by Coke, though.
That could have been it, yeah. They were a Pepsi festival. They're like, oh, what? Was there no 7-Up for you? But yeah, yeah, that was okay. It was a little bit scary for sure, like waking up with medics looking at me, but yeah.
You survived. That's
You're still here, man.
I'm here now.
Yeah.
I haven't fainted since, so I'm good.
You stopped drinking Sprite. That's the solution.
I'm drinking a lot of Sprite lately.
Don't tell Europe. Shh. They'll come for you, man.
Those Euro paramedics are gonna have a field day with this for sure.
They're our biggest supporters.
But yeah, I'm not gonna stop drinking Sprite.
Go-to soft drink. Is Sprite your number one?
No, for me, I think it's the most refreshing if we're going taste based.
Yeah.
Vanilla Coke. It's gotta be
dude.
it.
Yep, I'm with that for sure.
And you guys got it here. We don't. In Canada, it's like,
Really?
yeah, it's like some convenience stores will like drive to like where we live. Like they'll drive 30 minutes to Buffalo, get a case of Vanilla Coke, bring it back, and
Charge
then
double.
charge, you know,
Yeah.
$4 a can. I mean,
That's here with Dr. Pepper though. Like that's what we
you guys don't have Dr. Pepper.
We do, but it's all like imported. Like 7-Elevens have it, and they're all right. If they stock it, they're all right. But
Dr.
otherwise,
Pepper's in supermarkets. It's just
in the
not cold.
international sense,
Yeah.
like in
Fair,
section.
fair.
But
Yeah, the
otherwise, you're paying
import stuff,
$4
yeah.
a can.
Dr. Pepper's international?
Yeah, but we're
Yeah,
also
dude.
so far from everything here to get anything.
You are for sure.
Yeah, man. We just heard you bitch about the flight.
Yeah, that's true. To be fair, like even like the 15-hour flight, like that part was fine, but we were stuck at Sydney for 3-4 hours. Like we were supposed to get to our friend's house at like 1 in the afternoon, and we showed up at, I actually think it was like 9. We got to his house at like 9:30.
I feel like
But
airlines.
it was just like rainy. And I'm like, dude, like, I mean, you know, when we first ever came to Australia, we were sitting on the runway for 4 hours in Toronto because there was 5 feet of snow and they had to like de-ice the plane. And it's like raining in
You were like,
Sydney.
it's a little bit wet.
And and it's like, oh, bummer. Like, I'd hate to walk outside in that, but it's like, get the fucking thing up in the air. Like, let's go.
But I feel like airlines are fucked up since like COVID and shit, man. It's so
become,
like so many bags are getting lost. There's so many flights cancelled, so many delays.
I think like recently, like once everything kind of picked up again, Toronto was voted like the worst airport in the world.
In the world,
I think, yeah.
That's what
like they know like countries like Lithuania and shit exist, right?
They've got a great
Even
airport,
there,
though.
even the Philippines, where they're like, you got bags, you can't bring them. But like Toronto is terrible. The airport sucks. Like and it's only gotten worse. But at least when we're there, like when we land, it's like fine. But when we're there prior, it's like we're flying out. So I'm like, cool. I just don't have to be in this shithole anymore. You know what I mean? Like
This video brought to you by Tourism Toronto.
What is the sketchiest flight you've ever been on? Because I remember going on one from Latvia to Germany, and this plane, man, like it was going along the runway, and then it felt like it just went straight up, like this, and then straight fucking down. I'm
You
like,
want a Harrier jet?
yeah.
I don't remember what flight it was exactly, but I remember it was like a long flight. Like it was either us going to Japan or coming here, or like maybe going to Europe. But I remember I have this like specific memory of like one flight that we did. I remember just being in my seat, being like,
This is the end.
it's over. Like whatever.
Yeah.
I'm still not gonna pay for the Wi-Fi to fucking text my parents and be like, thanks for everything. But yeah, like, and honestly, like the flights, every flight that I've been on since I've been in Australia on this tour exceptionally rough. Turbulent.
Really?
We've had weird
Yeah.
weather this past week.
Yep.
There's
that
a
makes
cyclone
sense.
happening in New Zealand, which is affecting us over here.
It's
Fair,
a government
fair.
controlling the weather, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot
Yeah.
that.
That's
happens.
it. Yeah, exactly.
my bad.
Yep. Mind control stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, exactly,
The whole
yeah.
thing.
There's
I
some
forgot about
weird,
conspiracies.
strange clouds in the
Johnny, you have
sky.
fun questions. Bring them up.
Yeah,
I wanna know what
right,
you
I got
brought
fun.
here.
We like to do a whole bunch of would you rathers, you know, like, because
Sure.
no offense, man, but people don't actually care about the band, so they just want to hear dumb
I
shit.
feel like that's it. I feel like
Yeah.
if you're at this point, we've been a band for like
Like 6 albums now, don't you?
yeah, that's seven maybe.
Yeah, this is 7.
And it's like, yeah, it's like, like who on earth is being like, oh, new Brennan Murphy interview just dropped. I hope I find out what it's
Where
like.
they got the name
What
from.
it's like recording, yeah, or like what it's like recording with Will Putney, or like, you know, what's the recording process like in general? It's like nobody cares about that. Like, just
Yeah.
give me the mic and let me make it like an ass of myself.
I
and
think people care, but once you've seen the interview, the internet's there. You can just search it, and there
can
is
look it
that
up.
interview
You
already.
can look it
Yeah.
up.
Whereas we want to know about Air Lithuania and what you think about it.
That's what I mean. Like, give me like and that's why I don't do like normal interviews anymore. Because like it got to a point where like we would get it like a written interview, let's say like an email one, and there would be questions that I've answered a million times, and it would be like I would answer all the other ones, and I'd get to one and just go next, and like next period, and then skip them.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I'm not typing it out again. Like,
Copy
surely,
and paste
surely.
comes in handy, my friend.
I know.
Also, like,
but it's kind of fun to be a dick sometimes.
yeah, it's fucking
I
entertaining.
love the
dude.
enthusiasm
Yeah.
which you said. Yeah,
Dude, it's
I do it every
entertaining,
day, man.
Dude, it's so entertaining though. If you're not like actively like hurting someone or like offending someone, then it's just fun.
Exactly. Like, not to like actually be mean. It's like
Yeah.
like us on stage, right? It's like like if music is playing and a song's going on, like I'm terrible. I'm horrendous. But then the second the song stops, I'm like, yo, I'm fucking around. Like
I feel like a lot of people
I
don't
love
get
guys.
you on the internet.
Yeah, like I would say like, luckily at this point now, I think just because I've been doing it for so long that like at least like all of our fans get it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? To the point, and then it's like, then it's even gotten to the point where someone on the outside that like doesn't know the band, they'll be like,
Oh,
like
shit.
if I'm like, you know, fucking around, or I'm like, oh, show last night sucked or whatever, and someone will be like, how could you say that? Like like there are people that would kill to have your job, and then our fans will respond back being like, he's fucking
Yeah.
around, you
Dude, take a look at
dipshit.
his
And
Twitter.
I'm just like, damn, like I don't even have to fight my own battles anymore.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
oh,
would
let's
suggest
go.
for anyone that really wants to get a feel for what this dude's actually about, go and listen to your episode of the Downbeat podcast that you did.
I think I've done 3.
Yeah,
this
you've done a
point.
couple, but especially the one where you
Crazy
guys were
Death
talking a
Wish.
lot about the ADHD thing.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
I was just
for
like,
sure.
fuck, man, that explains so much.
Yep.
And it also
Yep.
explains so much about me, and I should probably get tested.
And like I feel bad after doing that one because so many people hit me up and were like, oh, like I feel the same way. Like what's the medication you take and what strength?
Yeah.
Like I want to get on that, and it's like you don't just like get on it and it fixes your problems. It's like you got to like go to like a doctor and like figure like I figured it out in terms of like ADHD, but it's like what works for me might not work for somebody else, and then I'm like, shit, like what if somebody, you know, tries it and it doesn't work well for them and it like hurts
Yeah.
them, and then I'm
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
shit, like
Accountable.
like then I feel bad about it. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, yo, like I'm not like Vyvanse, the medication I take, like did change my life, but that doesn't work for everybody. You know what I mean? It's like you got to figure out like what works for you, for
Yeah,
sure.
100%.
But
For sure. All right, well, we'll give you these quick fire would you rathers, all
Let's
right?
go.
Don't
Let's
think
go.
too hard about it. All right?
I promise you I won't.
All right, Metallica or Megadeth?
Metallica.
Hatebreed or Madball?
Hatebreed.
Movies or TV series? You thinking?
Movie.
Beach or snow?
Beach. God damn it, beach.
Sports car or truck?
Like we talking like pickup truck or
Yeah, yeah,
truck
yeah.
truck
Pickup truck.
like one of the trucks.
Yeah.
I guess sports car.
B-double.
Give me a Honda Fit.
You know, actually,
Give me a Honda
Andrew
Fit.
from Comeback Kid had my favorite answer. As soon as we said like sports car or truck, he just said boat. I was just like, that's fucking cool.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
pretty good. Honestly,
Sucks you live in the desert though.
sports car or truck, Uber. Uber X is fine
Yeah.
by me.
From Autumn to Ashes or Poison the Well?
Poison the well, hands
Good
down.
man. Pizza or burgers?
Pizza,
Donuts or ice cream?
ice cream,
Board games or video games?
Board games.
Shit.
I think. Yeah.
Fall Out Boy or Panic at the Disco?
Fall Out Boy.
Reality TV or sitcoms?
Yeah, sitcoms, I guess.
Okay. Blackpink or BTS?
Blackpink. I'm rare.
Mexican or Italian, the food, not the people?
Mexican. I'm Italian, and I hate the fucking food.
What?
I like pizza, and that's where it begins and ends for me.
Try pasta.
No. I like literally.
What is it about
He
it?
didn't pass the Italian exam.
Because
You're an idiot. Don't laugh at that. Oh, no, he's encouraging it.
that was good. That was fucking
Thank you,
good.
sir. Thank you,
that
sir.
was good. My mom's side of the family was Italian, and every day after school we would go to their house, and it's like my grandparents, but then like all the extended Italians that have nowhere to go that live in the same house, and we had pasta every day, and like I'll never eat it again.
Fair enough.
I can't stand it.
That's a legitimate reason.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah,
been,
yeah.
Was it good Italian?
No, my grandma couldn't cook for shit. She sucked, straight up.
That's
but that was enough. That was enough. Like, we can go somewhere and it's like, oh, like this, this is like a really expensive Italian place. I'm like, I will get Domino's.
Yeah, childhood trauma.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Mexican food, fucking sign me up.
All right.
I'm down, easy. Easy.
Horror or comedy?
Comedy.
Sleep-ins or early risers?
Early risers, I guess. I can't sleep.
All right.
Add it to the list of mental shit. But
Call or text?
text. Don't ever call me.
Good.
When people call
I
me,
almost called you before when we came in here, just like, fuck off, man.
That's different. But if somebody calls me,
Oh, it was Johnny. It's okay.
no, if someone calls me and it's like, it's like a time sensitive thing, I get it. But if someone calls me to ask me, like, I'll ask my mom, like, hey, did my mail come? And then she'll call me. And I'm like, don't fucking do that. Just text me no, and then I can carry on with my day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Then in terms of text, how do you feel about like when you ask someone a text with a question, but it's got, sort of nuances in there and they just reply back, K or yep?
yeah, I mean, that bugs me, I think, just because, look at my Twitter. It's like, I don't know when to shut up. So, I would like a little bit more, but.
Or take the hint.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. Or it's like, I don't do that, but I mean, I guess there's like times where I have, but like you really got to piss me off to get like a one-word text.
How do you feel about like voice notes?
Hate them. It's
Interesting.
Like just like a call. It's like, because then, like somebody will voice note me, and it's like, I don't know what they're saying. Like it could be like private stuff, or it could be like, they could be having like something going on, and it's like private, and like one of my friends, and then it's like I'm constantly surrounded by like 5 other people at all times, right? So then it's like, okay, then I have to like go to the bathroom and like turn the fan on and listen to it, and I'm like, no voice text, just text me if your life depends on it, call me, but just text me. That's it. Or
Love
email,
that.
whatever. Don't make me hold my phone in my face.
So what he's saying, if you've got his number, FaceTime him.
That's the worst one. Literally, that, like,
Nightmare.
Calling's bad enough. If I see like a FaceTime thing, I'm like, fuck off. It's like, oh great, like it's my friend in bed, Jordan from Mike Pacific. Fuck you. I'll be like, yo, what's going on tonight? And it's like he could just text me and be like, be here at 6. And then,
Instead, he's just showing you what's
it's
going
like
on.
he FaceTimes me, and it's like from here up, the top of his head, he's laying down, and I'm just like, why are we doing this? Like,
Or he's walking around the house, you get motion sickness.
yeah, or like, and even then, it's like, I don't know if maybe it's because I got like body dysmorphia or whatever, but like then it's like, oh shit, someone's FaceTiming me, and I'm like, oh crap, I gotta fix it. Oh fuck, I should change my shirt. Like, don't fucking FaceTime me. Do not FaceTime me.
All right, we've got a couple more. Blink-182 or Green Day?
Green Day.
Ooh.
My Chemical Romance or The Used?
The Used.
Alright.
Tough one, but The Used.
Americans or Australians?
I think Australians. I think.
What's the
Americans just
concerns?
because I'm there so often. But
Yeah.
then again, I feel like the worst Australian, like, it doesn't even compare to the worst American. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are closer to Canadians and like people from the UK. We all got the Commonwealth.
Yeah,
thing.
we get that a bit actually.
So it's like, I feel like we're like a slightly more level-headed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't deal in extremes as much as the US does.
Exactly. Yep. Which is like, that can work if it's like something cool that's like fun for everybody, but it can backfire if it's like, you know, something shitty. You know what I mean? So it's like, we're a little bit more normal, I feel.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But I do like, you know, we like, America's like our best market. Like, I live 40 minutes from the border. It's like, we're there more than we play more American shows than we do Canadian shows a year. So
there's
I like
so
them,
many
but
more
like
people there too.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. But they're a little goofy, you know.
I think there's the hard part with America is that like you said, they deal in extremes. So the shitty portion of them are so much more extreme, and they stand out more.
Yes.
Whereas generally, overwhelmingly, they're lovely people.
Yep.
You see the dickheads because they stand out more.
Sure. I mean, like even in Canada now, it's like, you know, when you get into like the political divide stuff, it's like, even with Canada, it's like, oh, like, you know, at least we don't have any like weird freaks. And then it's like, oh, now we got like the Freedom Convoy people that just drive their trucks to the places and honk. And it's just like, fuck, like America's bleeding over into it. It's like, I don't know. Or maybe it's just because I'm like, I care more now as an adult.
Yeah.
But,
that's actually probably a great point.
Yeah. Like, I'm paying more attention to it. Like, when I was a kid, like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was just watching The Simpsons. But,
now it affects you more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Give him the last one. Give him the hard one.
What is the hard one?
The divisive one.
Oh, cool. You got your phone. I didn't know what you're talking about. You're going on stage. You're dry, you're comfortable, you're ready. Your body dysmorphia is on point. You're not feeling too insecure. You're going to put on cold, wet socks or cold, wet underwear. What do you choose?
I think underwear.
Why?
Because I feel like that would kind of be like refreshing.
You're not hot. You're comfortable. You're the perfect temperature.
Yeah, I guess. Not to be gross.
No, this is what he does. There's no right or wrong answer here. He tries to push you towards socks.
Not to be gross, but I feel like if we're going based purely on how much sweat comes from that specific area during the set, I'm sweating.
You can say sweaty balls.
I'm sweating more from my bag than I am my feet, for sure.
Okay.
So, like, are we talking like? Then again,
we're talking cold and wet, man. Like, we're
real
talking,
cold, real wet and gross.
Real cold, I'm down.
Yeah.
If it was room temperature and wet, that would be way worse. I would hate that.
Okay.
But if it's like chilly and I'm like, ooh, like gives me like a spring in my step, like I'm
my
down.
My dick got a little smaller.
That's it. And like you can't.
That's okay. I mean, it's the wrong answer, but sure.
It's not the wrong
answer. You would go
dude.
with socks?
No, yeah,
I'm 100%. My reason is chafe.
Yeah, man.
Chafing.
Not everyone has fucking bodybuilder thighs, bro.
It's not the thighs that are a problem. I'm not wearing
To be fair, I do.
Yeah, you look at yoked.
You guys can't see the pins.
That's the only part of my body that has any muscle. But I don't know. I feel like it would be more comfortable. Socks, where it's like every single step. Like if I stood in one place and didn't move for the whole set and did vocals, like that would be fine. But it's like I move around a little bit, so it's like every step is like a squishy, weird, wet.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah,
I'm not convincing you here. No, it's fine. It's all right. You made your decision.
Yeah,
I would. If we're talking pure ice in general, I'm putting it down my pants for sure.
Pure ice always goes down the pants.
Easy. I'm definitely not. I mean, I'm not standing on ice. You know.
Yeah,
dude,
slip over.
Thanks so much for hanging out, man. Appreciate it. We've tried to make this happen a couple times, but shitty internet, shitty time zones. We got it done.
Yeah. And just we've been on one on this tour, I will say.
Yeah.
We don't get to do big stuff like this, so it's like, you know, we show up and we're like little kids. It's like we got like the fucking golden ticket to the
This is
to the
a
chocolate
sick venue
factory.
too. We're at the Horden right now, sitting outside in the park. But
I'm stoked.
This is going to be a really fun show for
Big
you.
stage.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Make sure you do lots of
Thank you for
cardio.
coming and hanging out, man.
Thanks,
I mean, to be fair, I don't really move, so I'm good. But
Should have gone wet socks then.
Sam's got a little catwalk. I've been kind of trying to utilize that because like I don't want to look like a dick, you know, where it's like there's a catwalk and I'm just doing this. It's like fine, I'll take.
We need some Sam boots, though.
I'll take 3 steps. Oh God! I mean, it would add height, though. Yeah. To be fair,
We're not a tall channel. It
when
doesn't matter.
the baddies show up, you know, then they don't want a short king. They want an average size human.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for hanging out, dude.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm sorry for what I did.
No, it's
apologise.
fine. Short baddies only.
Oh my God!
that was
Thank
fun,
you
mate.
guys. That was sick.